Yes, people, welcome over to Thai Sports. If you just joined in from Saeed TV, big up everyone inside. Obviously, I don't really do live, but I try and do a live every Tuesday, basically, after the Saeed show. Roms is normally going to be on as well, so we talk a bit more generic football, but today he weren't free. And coincidentally, two of my favorite guys I like talking about football with, especially United, are free. And today's a big day, man. Benjamin Sesko bid been made. We're going to talk about it. If you've just watched the Saeed TV, you saw how interesting the debate got as well. So big up, Zeke's always in here. Love that, like a right-hand man when it comes to supporting the YouTube. So big up inside Saeed TV. Like he said, like the video on your way in. But Anthony, it's been a while. Good to see you, my brother. What you saying, man? You good?
Same to you, Ty. Yeah, I'm buzzing for the new season now. It's been a good summer to reset and rest up. And now, waiting for the new season to start.
Ready. Only like 10 days away now for Liverpool kick it off. It's come quick, to be fair, because I was like, do you know what? We've had like a proper 3-month break. If you think about it, really, like, 22nd of May. Then there's been no Euros, no World Cup. I kind of enjoyed it because, like myself, I've been saying to Mark, even if I chat to him when I see him and that, it's like there's been no football whatsoever. So I've had, after that long season, I needed the reset. I needed the break.
Do you know what I mean? I watched a bit of the Club World Cup, but I wasn't really locked into it like that. So, yeah, it's been a good break.
Yeah, been a good break. And big up, Saf. What you saying, my brother? Even though I was just with you literally 2 days ago.
No, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. Do you know what? I'm kind of like happy to see football back because it's been a while, man, isn't it? Like Ant said, we've been like sort of force fed like some rubbish football like over the like summer, and it's been so drab and rubbish. Like it's good to have like competitive like football back in it. So
yeah, and even the excitement, like people predictions and what's gonna happen, and we're gonna talk about it. This is the first, and to be fair, people, this is the first United like live stream I've done since way back. So like, and we talk in a group chat. Like, look, guys, we have a group chat where we talk in it, but like we don't actively like discuss. We just drop in news and discuss that little news. But actually, on this, we can talk about like what we think going into the season, the expectations. Me and Said were literally going back to back now. We disagreed on something that I think I'm going to talk with you lot about. But the first thing first is, guys, make sure you run up the likes. Big up everyone inside. Just quickly get through a few of these. Benjamin Sesko is trash. Francis Jeffers. Wow, that's a throwback name. Big up Boniface. This is big up Panel Saeed Raid. Big up Mustafa as well. Always showing love. I appreciate that. Big up Nora as well. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe if you're new and make sure you like the video. But Benjamin Sesko, guys, the news is the news. You know, Newcastle made a bid yesterday. It was like, personally, are we going to walk away from it? Are we going to be able to match it? We're going to have to basically make a move today. And we have. Like, we've come out, and I think it's an 85 million total package in euros, which is probably about 70 to 75 million in pounds. But yeah, like, let's just open the floor. I don't really want to, you know, obviously always direct it, but let's just debate it. Like, whoever wants to go first, how are you guys, who's actually feeling positive about it, or who's actually disagreed with like what we've done in terms of we should have walked away, or no, it's the right thing to do? I don't mind who opens the tin of beans.
Well, I was actually shocked that we made a bid because all the word coming out of United, obviously I speak to a lot of United journalists, was that we had no money left. So when I saw that we actually made a bid, I thought we were just going to say that we're interested. But obviously with Newcastle bidding, this forced us into actually moving for him. But it is a lot of money, and he's not Premier League proven like Mbeumo and Cunha. So it's a debate whether you go for Watkins at like 50 million, even though he's 30, or if you go for another project striker like Sesko. So it's another big risk. But it seems like Amarin really wanted Watkins from what the report.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting, you know.
Yeah, but then Sesko's obviously more of an Ineos fit. When Ratcliffe came in, he said he wanted the next Mbappe. He wanted a young striker. So, and obviously with Vavell as well. So, yeah, it seems like we're going down that route rather than bringing in someone like a Mateta or a Watkins. Yeah. I would rather go for a Watkins or Mateta personally, but we'll have to see what Sesko does in terms of if he actually joins us.
Yeah, I hear you. What are you with Anthony, Mark? Like, were you surprised about us making the bid, or were you more like, do you know what? It's a sign of intent from us that no, I want us to make the bid. I want us to match it, because I know that you're not for or against it. You're kind of like on the fence of like, let's kind of see what happens. Really.
To be fair, I knew like, given what was at stake and the people that was involved, like we had to make a move. Like it would have been disastrous if Sesko went to Newcastle without us having to put up a fight, especially with like Vavell, like knowing him for so long and having that connection. Like it would have been an absolute PR disaster if just walked away, especially as Ravel's come in and is meant to like be handling a lot of the transfers. So I always knew he was gonna like put in some sort of fight. It was just whether we could match Newcastle financially, really.
Because what have we done? Was it 5 million below? 5 million below we've gone with, isn't it?
So I think Newcastle got put 78 mil on the table, and I think we're like 73 mil, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, it's a 5 mil gap.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because the thing that baffles me, yeah, and I'll say this on Saeed's channel, is that like I'm kind of confused to what Sesko's game is as well, because I'm like, are you trying to help out Leipzig here? Because if you had a week of discussions, right, with both Newcastle and Man United, if you guys are my friends, right, which you are anyway, but like, football wise, I'd probably say, like, if I was a professional, I'll probably get a little bit of like advice from people who are close to me and say, like, what do you think's best? You've got Man United that want you. We're not in the Champions League, but we can offer you obviously the big starting spot at Man United. You can be part of this new framework of Cunha and Mbumo and try and get us back to where we want to be. And you can be that big name that does that. Or you go to Newcastle, you're in the Champions League for a season. You've got Gordon and Langer next to you because Isak's going to go to Liverpool if not. There's no guarantee that Newcastle are going to be in the Champions League next season. So, like, there's two ways. He goes Man United, it works out great, perfect. If it doesn't, the only way is kind of backwards, really, because Man United are the biggest name in England. That's the facts. Newcastle, do what Isak done. He went there at 22, same as Sesko now. Kick it off for 3 years. Then you're going to get your next big move. But ultimately, he's the one making the decision. So, like, Man United have bidded after Newcastle. So he's obviously said something to someone that, like, I'm interested, but I don't like this. I'm interested in coming to either. Why is he not definitive on, like, right, I want Man United, and then that's the team that will bid. Leipzig know who they're working with. They close the deal, and it's an easy transaction. I don't get this. Both of us making a bid and Sesko not being convincing. I don't know. Yeah. Am I thinking different?
To be fair, though, it is a big decision to make in your career, because how many moves you actually make if you're a top player? You probably make 3 in your career, 3, 4. It's not like you're like a normal person where you leave a job every other year or every 3 years. So there's that big commitment. And also, he's probably got loads of different people in his head. Remember, Klopp's the head of Red Bull. So he might be saying, go to Newcastle so then Liverpool can get Isak.
Oh, yeah.
You never know who's actually in his ear advising him. He's probably got an agent. He's got his family. Maybe he's got a missus, whether he goes to Manchester or Newcastle. So there's all these decisions. But they're saying that he's going to make a decision within 48 hours. And that was yesterday. So we should be hearing pretty soon.
What do you think of what I said, Mark? Do you think, like...
I agree with Ant, to be fair, because what we were forgetting as well, yeah, when Arsenal trying to get him, because he was like Arsenal's #1 striker, apparently his terms was absolutely ridiculous. Like they were saying that he wasn't fitting into the framework of like sort of the status of that player that was coming into the club. Do you know what I'm saying? Like apparently he wanted to become one of the top earners. So you probably got like an agent there that's probably there talking and like trying to bend his ear for like monetary gain. But he's a 22-year-old kid, isn't it? He knows no better. Like, he's come from Slovenia and whatnot, gone to Germany. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably just thought, whoa, like, the world's massive. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a massive step for him. So he's probably got, like Ant said, he's probably got people around him just sort of like whispering sweet nothings to him and just making him feel a bit sort of lightheaded. So I don't know. I feel like in terms of if he wanted to make a footballing decision, obviously you'd pick United, but Newcastle.
Would you?
That's what I'm saying. Newcastle's project isn't sort of like a bad project. Does that make sense? I think they've made Champions League like twice in 4 years or something like that. Something like that. I'm not too sure.
Twice in 3 years, I think. Twice in 3 years.
3 years, exactly. So it's not as if like it's like the worst project or something. But again, as a footballer, you'd always want to back yourself, innit? You always like the appeal of like taking United back to like the heights is always something that's going to be like a massive attraction.
And how many times it's like, so when you like Real Madrid coming for you, you kind of like, right, I've got to go now. Like Trent, he knows if he didn't, it's very rare they're going to come back in. Man United, I know we're not Real Madrid right now, but the status of our club, if Sesko doesn't come to us now, will he ever get the opportunity to play for Man United again? And that would definitely go through your head. I'm not even trying to be biased.
You got to remember as well, yeah. We've been chasing him for about like 4 years. So if it's not going to happen now, the likelihood of it happening is probably like very little if it doesn't happen like now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there'll be some new kid on the block that's hot, and yeah, we'll probably chase him. So he's got a
Yeah.
big decision to make.
But you are right, Ty, because look at Mbeumo and Cunha. Like, they went to a mid-table team, and now they got the move to United. So does he go to Newcastle for 2 seasons and then go to United or an Arsenal or a Liverpool?
Problem is though, if you go Newcastle now, yeah, you're not getting out unless someone pays massive money, as in like we're seeing with Isak, like you'd have to sort of force a kick and whatnot, and demand like a release clause or something.
It's true. It's true. Big up, Noah. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you're running up the likes, by the way. Over 200 of you watching right now. So I hope you're enjoying it. Like I said, never really do live shows. So I do appreciate it. And like Lamar said, make sure you do smash the like as well. And big up. Love this one. Heart Kim watching all the way from Uganda. That's what I love about the YouTube community. You never know when people are watching or where they're watching from. So yeah, that is sick, man. Big up yourself, man. I really do appreciate that. What do you not think about the fee, by the way? Like, because me and Saeed were debating, like, we need a midfielder. We watched that game against Everton. And I was like, damn, do you know what? Cunha and Mbeumo, I'm not going to get onto them, by the way. You can see that none of them are strikers. Me and Mark were even saying it when we were together. But, like, we needed an outlet. We know we need that number 9. Højlund's going to come back and try and fight for his place. Xerxes more of a false 9 type thing. Sesko, I'm not going to say I've watched loads of him, but I know that he's tall, he's languid, he can get in behind, he can strike a ball well. But the price, like, obviously, with the money that we're spending, yeah, I don't know how we're going to spend it in terms of it might be 30 million first season or whatever it is. But are you guys kind of like, get Sesko with that money? Or do you know what? Midfielders are needed. Why don't we go and spend big on getting maybe 2 midfielders in or bidding for 1 very good midfielder with that money? Like, how do you guys sit with the fee we're potentially going to pay for Sesko and then what impact it might have if we bring in a midfielder or something like that? Because we need more guys. Like, that's the truth. Like, people said in the comments on this side, like, yeah, it's good changing your front three, but like, we've got to get the ball to them at the same time.
I want to see goals next season. So I think striker would have been top of my list, to be honest. And also, I think they're going to give Casemiro 1 more year and then next summer go all out for a Baleba or a Walton. I think that's the plan, to be honest. Maybe we'll get someone in on loan, like a Douglas Luiz. I think he's been linked with Forest today.
Forest, yeah, he's close.
Which is a bit of a shame, but someone like that on loan, I think I can see them going for. But that's the going rate for a striker these days. Look at Isak. He's probably going to go for 140 mil.
Yeah.
That's double what Sesko is going to go for. So if you want a 20-goal striker, you're going to have to pay the money. And look at Mbeumo. Mbeumo we're paying up to 71 mil, was it? Obviously, So yeah, that's the going rate for a top player now. And
we're basically paid 190 mil to change our whole attack because they're all starters. They're not squad players. Cunha starts and Mbeumo starts. So 190 million, you know, in this today's, that's what, 65 million split? 65, 130. Yeah, 195 million that would be. That's 65 million per forward, 190 million to rechange our whole front three.
But we needed it. How many Premier League?
It's not that bad, you know. No, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah. What did we score last season? Was it like 44?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. So
yeah. It's not that bad, you know. 190 million in today's market, like you said, if you're getting proven like quality players to come in, I don't think it's that bad. 190 million, like you said, Liverpool 140 million on Isak, 115 on Wirtz, is it?
Yeah, 115. I think
255, and then who's the other one? Ekitike. Yeah. That's another 60. So you're talking nearly 300 mil on an attack. That's a lot of money, and I get it. Look, they're in a position where they've won the league. They've got Salah staying for another year, but that's still a lot of money. When you look at Mbeumo and Cunha over Wirtz and Ekitike, no offense, I know people are going to say Wirtz is going to be one of the best, like, you know, Ballon d'Or potential, whatever it is. Physically, I think he might struggle with. Technically, he's good. Ekitike, I think he's a good striker, by the way, all round. I know Mark's a fan of him. I do like him, but still first season in the Prem. For us to get 2 attackers in terms of like Mbeumo and Cunha, who are 25, 26, they're in their peak. Physically, mentally, they're very good. And they're proven in the Premier League coming off like 20-goal seasons and 15-goal seasons. I'll take that. So I think my concern, and even Mark, I wanted to ask you, is with Sesko, we've got Højlund and Xerxes. This is going into my point of Højlund and Xerxes, right? At the moment, 23, 24. Unproven, you could say. Don't know what they're going to be like next season. Now we're adding another unproven striker technically, even though he's done a bit more than Højlund, played in the Champions League. Sesko's been at Leipzig 2 or 3 seasons. But are you worried about them, the lack of experience? Or do you feel like because we got the Mbeumo and Cunha, who are the proven experienced players behind him, now it's cool. It takes the weight off Sesko's shoulders a bit.
See, I had an opinion, yeah, and it wasn't sort of like it didn't sit well with a lot of people when I was talking to them. But I think I wouldn't call it like a lazy narrative, yeah. But I feel like the best thing to do, yeah, regardless of like experience or whatnot, yeah, is try and create like an environment or platform the players you can like in the best way. So even if you pay for like a Watkins, whatever, yeah, in that United side, yeah, Ollie Watkins is still likely to flop in that United side, as in like last year. Not because he's not good enough or whatnot. It's just because the way we platformed our players just wasn't good enough. It wasn't like the right environment. Like it wasn't like we didn't create like an environment where it allowed players to maximize their abilities. Does that make sense? So I also feel like in all like regardless of like age, experience or whatnot, you just try it. Like there has to be like a sense of importance of trying to create like the best platform or the best environment for like players to shine. So like even stuff like player profiles, like as much as I feel like Garnacho was like a good player, yeah, he doesn't gel with anyone, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's not a player that you can work with in terms like he's not a striker he's not a player that strikers be like, do you know what, yeah, that guy gave me about 15 dimes a season. He's solely someone that he's not necessarily about himself first, but he's all in here just thinking production, production, production. As a striker, yeah, that is probably like the worst thing because you're just like, bro, when's this guy gonna cross the ball? When's he
Yeah.
gonna pull the ball back? We've got a lot of players here that just don't that just don't mesh with each other in it. So even if we sign like Watkins last season, or let's say like Watkins in the team of last season, he still would have struggled. Do you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
would have taken like someone crazy to like go into the team last season and like perform well or perform to a good standard. So I know people say, "Oh, we need a prem striker or prem proven whatnot." Bro, just create an attack or like create like like sort of like ultimatums which is consistent with stuff like creating good high quality opportunities. So for instance, yeah, I was saying like last season, yeah, how many times do we pull the ball back? We don't cross the ball enough. Like these are all fundamental things in like in terms of scoring. So
They increase chance creation.
yeah, so we just need to find a way to sort of like create higher level chances, isn't it? Regardless of like whether the striker's 21, 27, like anyone's gonna suffer in it. So I feel like someone like Mbomo and Cunha coming in there helps that a lot. And even someone like Patrick Dorgu, bro, like I mean, we're starting to see him get onto the byline, start to cross, start to pull it back. So we're starting to see all these things that can help create a good attack in it. So I'm not too worried in it. I just feel like from the culture aspect, we just need to create things that are like good habits or pullbacks, crosses, um, shots. We need to take way more shots. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to get bodies in the box. All these little things. So I'm like in terms of like experience and stuff like that, I'm not too fast in it. I just feel like from the coaching aspect, we just need to just ramp it up a little bit in terms of like um good habits. So yeah, I'm not too fast. I feel like players like Cunha and Boma like help with that because I think like last season and Boma had like the most crosses in the league or something like that. I'm not too
Okay.
sure. I think he had like the most crosses in the league. So stuff like that
And that
helps.
actually might help with someone like Sesko's profile coming in because look at his height. He is
Yeah,
good in the air. And I think like all of us in similar ages, back in the day, the Duncan Fergusons, Dion Dublins, just throwing out some names in there, yeah. We've seen that, watch match of the day, you'll get Matty Taylor and then plays with a few screamers, but then you see a lot of crosses and bullet headers. Today's centre backs, I'm not saying they can't defend them, but when they're coming through these academies now, there's not many jewels in the air. Balls coming out, they're building up from the back. I feel like Sesko, I even said it to Said, I think it could be a cheat code. If we get good crosses from Mbumo and Dorgu whipping them balls in like he was last season, if Sesko can get across his man or, refs are giving penalties now for people pulling them down, it could be a little cheat code because...
And even if you flip it, and you see the amount of goals that we concede, how much pullbacks do we concede from? We've been conceding from pullbacks since like David Moyes days. Bro, remember, under David Moyes, right? Like if he was looking for a goal, he would put like Valencia right back in like the 8th minute, and you just know who's gonna concede from that side because someone's gonna run down the left, pull it back, someone at the edge of the area, smash it into the back of the net. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we don't do these things enough. Like even watching Arsenal, how much times is Erdegaard getting back up get on the end of a pullback. Bare times.
Yeah.
Bare times. That's what I'm saying. So,
And
like,
even if it doesn't go in, like it gets blocked on the line or it gets deflected for a corner,
that's
but
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, we just need to create like good ultimatums, good habits, good attacking patterns where like the most influential players are involved in it. So I just feel like I'm not too necessarily concerned about like the lack of experience. We just need to like ramp up like the coaching and the patterns and the chemistry between the players. I think that's the most important thing, the chemistry. I feel like the last couple of years there's been no chemistry within the attack, but throughout the whole team, in fact. I just feel like we need to ramp that up a bit and we should be all right.
Yeah, it is kind of like it's mad because when you think about it, at the start of the season, if someone said to me Sesko and Bumo and Cunha from where we finished,
Yeah.
I'm saying like do you know beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
Like
But to be fair, I do understand like why people say like pre-improving, but it's like I feel like a lot of that comes from like PTSD because of the Hoyland deal. Does that make sense? I feel like because like we literally chucked the whole bag at Hoyland and thought, you know what, this project, it's gonna go to the moon, and then we fell flat on our face. So now it's just like, damn, like the one time United like gambled heavy, like threw like the house on it, the mortgage, everything, it failed. So now it's just like it's kind of like PTSD. Like we're kind of we're scared of getting burned.
Look at our bid. I know our bid then Hicks, he's been at work, but like he had gone by this bid.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, see, with that mentality, that just means that we can't sign anyone over to the age of like 22 now. If we were taking that approach, because like a lot of the like sort of like not the wonder kids here, but a lot of like the talents in Europe here that like in around like 21, 22, whatever, that are mashing up, they're gonna cost 70, 80 mil.
Yeah, the going rate's that. What did Gittins go to Chelsea for? 55. He's hardly played one season of men's football, really.
That Gittins.
He went for like 50 plus in it.
Bro, look at Modric, bro. He went for like 100 mil.
Yeah. Bro, that's
he didn't step up. He didn't step 1 foot outside Ukraine. He went for 100 mil, bro. All because he just killed
one couple games in the Europa League with some pace.
Bro, like literally, we all saw him tear around with the new one at the Burnabout, and everyone got excited. And do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's risk in every single transfer, in it.
Yeah.
But like I would say like the way to minimize the risk is just create the best platform you can. Like always try and platform the talents the best way you can.
This isn't Amram to do it now though, because at the end of the day, like he's been backed evidently in it, because the truth is obviously getting 3 attackers in. I know we haven't got the goalkeeper and midfielder, but he has been back. Do you actually guys going into this season now, like if we didn't get the midfielder, would you guys be like confident in saying, right, he's been fully backed? Or would you be like, there's still, it's not an excuse, but I'm not trying to sit up Amram and say I'm going to give excuses for him, but like, Anthony, we're missing that midfield. And we need that player in there because we've seen how short we are. Like he's been back with the 3 attackers, but has he really been fully backed if we don't get a good midfielder? I'm not talking about any midfielder. We need a good midfielder, man.
Yeah. I think you always want more, especially as a manager or as a fan. But he's chosen to go with 3 attackers. Like we could have just signed 2 attackers and then gone for a midfielder. So maybe he feels like he's got enough in there for the season. With obviously you've got Bruno playing centre mid now.
Yeah.
You've got Mainu, Casemiro, Ugarte. Collier's probably going to go. Yeah. So you got 4 strong options. Is there another one? There might be another one.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you got 4 strong options there. So maybe he feels with only 1 game a week he can get by. And then you look to spend.
This is my problem though, Anthony. Like he might think he can get by, but the numbers might be there, but the quality's not. Kobe, very good player, but he just doesn't suit a 2-man midfield. He's a 4-3-3 man all over. Yeah. Agate, where we just saw the car crash that happened the other day. Yeah, he was awful. Bruno, he got caught trying to do a silly nutmeg anyway himself. He just does dumb shit. Sorry about my language, but I can't put it any other way. He just does dumb shit. He just runs after the ball, vacates space. He just does, stupid things. And then you got Collier who's going to leave. And Casemiro, unfortunately, his legs have just gone a little bit. So when you look at it, he might be thinking, I've got 1 game week, I've got 4 midfielders. But for me, it's not really a quantity thing. It's more of a quality thing. I'd rather have, Anthony, 3 very competent midfielders that can play in a 2-man midfield than having 5 people that I'm basically not happy with any of them. That's where we're at.
I agree, but Bruno's always going to play, isn't he? Really, he's the captain. He's Amarim's man. So it's probably a bit of a shame that Bruno didn't go, because then we could have got that top midfielder this summer.
You sold him. I've never asked you this. Would you have sold him?
At that money, I would have. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, 100%.
Would you, Mark?
I would have packed his bags for him, bro.
Man said, give me 0.1% of that meal and I'll pack it and I'll take you to the airport.
Yeah.
The thing is though, yeah,
You're a top player, but that money at that age, what is he, 30 now?
30,
Yeah,
Yeah.
31 coming
Have
next
to
season.
cash in at that price.
You know what, yeah?
A top midfielder.
No manager gets fully backed. No manager gets fully backed. So
Mm.
I'm not trying to hear like, bro, we spent 200 mil on a new attack. Maybe he could have gone into the office and been like, boom, I need a midfielder. But like Ant said, he's obviously gone to English and said, I need a new attack. The emphasis, because the emphasis has been on attack. So he's obviously gone into he's gone to World Cups and whatnot and said, look, I just need new attack. Not necessarily just new attackers, but the conversation would have just been not just been, but emphasis would have been on attack. Do you know what I'm saying? So no manager gets fully backed. But for me, it's still not necessarily like an excuse, bro. Like you have a scouting system, like you've got like networks. I joked about this, I know when I tweeted, but I'm just saying, what's stopping him from going to like France and picking up a Senegalese midfielder that's got all the physical attributes, bro? Like Monaco do it every single year. Like, like in terms, like you want dynamism, you want physicality. There's so many players that fit that bill. Obviously, I'm not saying like anyone can play for Man United, yeah, but we need to start acting like there's only like one person that can do the job that we're asking. Like there's so many people that can do the job that we're asking, yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to cost like 100 mil. It doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't. You can be so smart. You can be so smart with it
you
nowadays.
can be so smart about it. So like even when I watched the game against Bournemouth, I think it was, or no, sorry, Everton. I just watched that game and I was thinking to myself, all we just need is a midfielder, yeah? His first thought is passable forward and just be able to physically get up and down the pitch. Those are my team. Those are my team requirements. They don't need to be like a ball winning specialist, because from what I've seen, the whole team on defensive transition look like they've been putting in a shift. So once they lose the ball, the whole team just transit back. So it's not like, I don't know, maybe like under Moyes or whatever, where we wanted like one destroyer to go around the pitch and just put out all the fires. Like when we lose the ball, the whole team look like they're transiting backwards. So in my head, I'm just thinking to myself, all we need, right, is someone who's first thought is passable forward and be physically able to go up and down the pitch. Because even with like Amarim, the way Amarim tries to get us playing, a lot of the time he's missing up midfield anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we're not building, we're not going from.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like it goes to the wingers and then wing backs, and it's like a flick round the corner, and it's like Mbumo dropping in deep or something, isn't it?
Like we don't need we're not. I'm not asking for. I'm not begging for like Tony Cruz or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we just need someone capable. Like what's stopping us from like?
Would you go and get Hoyman from Sporting Lisbon? I'm just throwing that random.
No, because a strong wind will blow him over. Like he doesn't fit the requirement needed. What I'm saying is
someone out there that you could think of that for a reasonable price, 40 million, that you could go and get.
Kamara from Monaco.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that, but he'll stay just because Pogba's there. He want to play 1 year.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I watched Senegal play England, and I keep mentioning it. Yeah, bro, that whole midfield battered England, bro. England lost that game not because they were like technically like inferior to Senegal. Senegal absolutely ran them off the pitch and battered them physically.
Yeah.
And if you go to like, I don't know, like France or I don't know, wherever, like there's so many capable like midfielders.
Even them sort of teams like Salzburg that have them athletic
midfielders. Like Strasbourg probably have about 4 of them midfielders, bro. Like it's crazy. Like Burnley even signed one from Chelsea the other day.
Yeah, Ogachukwu.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I actually think like 6 foot plus can get up and down the pitch. He's on loan, I think, from Southampton. He was on loan at Southampton last year. Scored a good goal at West Ham.
But like, United are acting like there's no midfielders that can do the job. So, therefore, we're gonna sort of like completely neglect it. There isn't.
You say that though. We're linked to. I remember when it was after we chatted about it. Remember last year was before Ten Hag. No, not last year. The year before that in January, we were linked to that Haidara from Leipzig. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And that was when Ten Hag was in his second season. And I remember, like, I was thinking, do you know what? I don't see much of him, but we're looking at a different kind of profile. We're looking at somebody 40 million, but he's probably got legs and energy. I think he's a Mali international, Senegal, or whatever it is. But like, there's even players out there in Germany that you can get for like that sort of money that are technically good and also can play. You get a lot of African players in Germany anyway, or you just get players in Germany in general. But I do think we need a midfielder, because I think as much as we get with this attack, guys, as much as I'm excited about in Sesko, Cunha, and Buma, I do think that, like, are they going to be able to score enough goals? Even though Anthony says I want goals, which I want goals as well. But are we going to score enough goals to negate the problems that we're going to have in build up, and then these guys doing dumbness in midfield? And it doesn't take a lot to change it. It only needs 1 or 2 competent players. And look, with Amorim, I'm going to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about Amorim now going into the season? Because even when Mark was saying about the way we build up, we don't really use the midfield. And I was even saying, Anthony, the routine, go centre backs to the wing back, flip round the corner, and Bumo drops in. Like, is it going to become too predictable? Are we going to be in trouble? Like, what are you guys feeling now? How are we feeling going into this season?
I feel a bit more confident after watching pre-season. And I like that Ahmad, I know we disagree, Ty, but I like that Ahmad's right wing back, because it just means there's more attackers on the pitch. Because sometimes last season you had Onana in goal, then you had the back 5 and a defensive midfielder. So I'm hoping that we become a bit more open and really attack this season, hopefully. But
do you think Ahmad's going to start right back, by the right wing back? Do you think Dalot will be on the bench?
I think Dalot will be on the bench, I think some big games, he might decide to put Ahmad in the front 3 or on the bench and play Dalot, just because he's a bit...
you're right, because Dorgu and Ahmad, I like that.
Yeah, I think he gives us more balance going forward, so it should be good. Just going back to the midfielder, would you have signed someone like Onana last summer for 50 mil?
I think he fits Amrim's profile more than he would have Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I've always been 50-50 with him.
I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. We're in trouble this summer. I mean, this season. We're in trouble, bro.
You feel we're in trouble?
We're in trouble, bro. And I think it's a combination of 2 things, I don't think Amrim's coaching it's not moving me, And I feel like if you start the season with so in terms of like what Amrim wants and the play profiles that we have, I don't think are meshing. So say like the whole, I know like this pre-season he started with De Ligt at centre back, Bro, his first thought is to be negative. You can't have a negative ball playing centre back, bro. It's impossible. And in front of him you got Ugarte. How does that work, bro? How? And then like to the left of him you got Luke Shaw. Bro, like if we are to do something here, and he's insistent on playing the ball, like playing out through the back here, you need quality in these areas, bro. Like you need a spine. Like Luke Shaw, he's not the worst technically, he's a good player in it, but one, he's not a centre back in it, and he's got like 2 passes in his locker, and this is when he's playing that left back. It's usually the one that's in between like the right centre back going down channel. Down the line. Other than that, when he's forced to make a decision, he's so hesitant, and then before he makes a decision, like it's done. Like you just end up putting like Dorgu into trouble, like we saw against Bournemouth. You see, remember the season when I think we lost. Oh no, we drew 2-2. He kind of like shafted Dorgu with the shittest pass. So you got like Luke Shaw playing left centre back or whoever, and then you got like, let's just say you got De Ligt, and then in front of them you got Ugarte. Bro, how do we get the ball from A to B?
That's true.
Bro,
I hear you. This is why I'm concerned. This is why I'm concerned. Are we going to score? I don't think they can score enough goals to limit the problems we have that I've seen in the build-up. I watched a 4-minute clip today of the build-up, and we've got other than Ahmad winning the penalty, and I think one other transition break, we've struggled to break through Everton, by the way. And I know Everton are quite solid. I know they're compact, but come on, man. It's pre-season against Everton that Tarkowski's playing his first game. They've got Idris again, Garner in midfield, and we couldn't build up.
Like,
we could not build up.
I know like football is very reliant on player quality, and that's fine. Like you always need there's always a case of like players bailing you out of their quality, but early in the season, he had the luxury of like Licha Martinez, who's probably like one of the best like ball playing centre back in the world, without doubt. So like he kind of paved all the cracks. Mazraoui isn't a bad ball player in it when he was playing right centre back in it. Like he's decent, but like when I'm watching us build, yeah, what he's trying to do just makes no sense. So like you have like the three or whatever, and then like the centre back will like shift into like midfield and be on like the blind side of like whoever, and then like the goalkeeper knocks it to like one of like the wide fullbacks, and it goes from side to side, and it ends up going to like the fullback, and then before you know it, we've got no like passing angles, and we just clip it forward, and then it comes back to us.
Or we're getting pressed, and a guy is getting caught out in the ball, and
Like,
we're in our own half.
Do you know what? Yeah, like see our build up here just made me realize that like how good Euro is on the ball for someone so young. Like
Euro class, Euro is different.
Euro, he doesn't get pressed. Like he always manages to find a solution because of how good he is.
He reminds me of like a better Wan-Bissaka on the ball, like the way they are with their feet. If that makes sense. Wan-Bissaka, for how bad he is, he always got out. Like he always just got out of it.
Like our build-up just made me appreciate how sick Euro is on the ball. And like you see when Euro arrived, he didn't arrive with the reputation of being like some sort of like amazing ball-playing defender. It was just how good he was as a defender. But watching him like find solutions here just made me just realize how good he is on the ball. Like if we are to like if Amarin is to be successful, of course he needs better players in like in his system, whatever. Yeah, but him as a coach, he needs to tweak it, bro. Like our build-up is just so like it's unsustainable. It's unsustainable, and
do you think it's too predictable as well? That was my question really as well.
Yeah, because as an opposition manager, all you've got to do is just go man for man, like go man for man, squeeze them, and someone like the or Ugarte is just gonna hoof the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like a few years ago. Sorry to waffle on there. I remember a few years ago we played Chelsea in FA Cup semi-final. This was when Ole was in charge, and Wan-Bissaka was the press. And every single time the ball went to Wan-Bissaka, Chelsea were on him like on a flash, and he gave the ball every single time, bro. And that's when people realized, bro, I don't think he's the standard for United in terms of being a right back because he can't play. And we're gonna find out this during the season, yeah. Like you can't be negative. You can't have like a negative mindset if you got to play for Manchester United week in, week out, bro. Like you got to get the ball, yeah. And the first thing he wants to do is just like lean up against someone to get his body in the way before he makes a decision. Or
yeah, and when he plays it on one, it never really comes off. I was even thinking
bro,
about it the other night.
Like Amram's first game, yeah, was 1-1. I will never forget. It was 1-1. Like it's the 89th minute, yeah, 1-1, yeah. We've got a corner. It's come back out to the lip, yeah. Instead of him just throwing it back into the mixer, do you know what he did? He went all the way back to the goalkeeper from the halfway line. That's when I was just like, bro. I look my mind. Like we just need players that have the thought process of playing the ball forward. I'm not saying like you have to break every single line, bro. But like we need players that are just brave, like
just brave, and want to get up. That's what I'm saying. The attack will suffer as much. We spent all that money on the attack. It will suffer,
bro. Like people like someone like that's why it probably makes sense hypothetically to play Dalot like centre back because he has the ability to pass the ball forward. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of him defensively, but like that, like he's got the mindset and the bravery to pass the ball forward. And Maguire's not like the worst in it, but even him,
I'd back him on the ball. Yeah,
like he's only got 2 passes, bro, and that's the dive from right to left. That's his favorite pass.
But it comes off, which is why it works. Yeah,
or you might be able to like pass like.
Sometimes he fizzes it like in between the lines. He fizzes like
he doesn't do enough. He doesn't do enough. Like someone like so for instance, yeah, you see the goal that we can see that pre-season where Bruno tries to nutmeg the guy. Bro, if Martinez is like 5 yards away from him, yeah, Bruno passes him the ball because he knows that he's able to just get the ball and switch it.
He's got them Zinchenko passes.
But like Bruno's probably looking around thinking, bro, like I'm the only one that can play. Like even though it's like a moment of madness, yeah, but he's probably thinking I'm the only one that can play, and that's why he does some dumb shit because he just doesn't trust his teammates.
But this is why it is so essential that because I look at our squad and I think centre backs we are okay. I know that they're not great on the ball, Delete, but I think like I look at Delete, Yoro, Martinez, Luke Shaw, Mazraoui, Maguire. I'm like, cool. You know, I have all the positions. I can make do with that for another year. Wing backs, I do think we need another fullback. Obviously, we've got Ahmad there, we've got Dorgu, but after that, I'm unsure about Dalot, Diego Leon's young. Luke Shaw can't really do the up and down thing anymore. But Anthony, when Mark said he thinks we're going to struggle, we're in trouble, you kind of woke up. Like, do you disagree with that then?
I think we'll be better. We have to be better than next season. If not, the manager's gone. I was listening to you and Saeed earlier. And
that's what I'm going to bring it up. Yeah, this is what I'm going to come to.
I was listening earlier. I think we have to finish Europa League place, top 6. I agree with Saeed.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, he's got to qualify. We got 1 game a week. We have to, man. He's got to qualify for Europa League.
Are you right? I want to make this clear. Yeah, big up everyone that watched from Saeed thing. Just so I get this clear, like, are you saying what Saeed said in terms of top 6 and the keyword minimum?
Yeah.
Because this is where me and Saeed are arguing. I said top 8 realistic, top 6 is good. He said no, top 6 is minimum. We've got a whole new attack. You're doing this fence sitting thing, but I'm like, I'm not. I'm being realistic, and I think you're being a bit more harsher. That top 6 is the minimum. Because what's good then? Top 4.
Amarim's got 2 seasons left. I think he's got to get Europa League next season, and then the following season Champions League. That's for me.
Top 6 minimum, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because look how much money we spent. We've got 1 game a week, so no European football, whereas all our rivals have. And as he said, those mid-table teams, they're losing players. So we should be bypassing them easily. The likes of Palace haven't spent anything. Bournemouth, Brentford have lost 2 of their best players and their manager. So we should be easily finishing above those. And then, I think top 6, that's the target for this season.
Anthony, man, don't. No, I can't.
Bro, I can't lie to you. Yeah? Don't let that sufferable fool you, bro. This guy's every single week he's talking about we've got to suffer. No, bro. Do your job.
We've done enough stuff.
As a coach, do your job, bro. Like every single week I'm hearing, we're gonna suffer. Yes, we're gonna suffer, yeah. But that doesn't mean
every team's gonna suffer at some point.
That doesn't mean we have to accept the rubbish that you're serving us, bro. Like,
well, wait. What are you saying?
Bro, we have bare minimum Europe, bro. Bare minimum.
So top six.
Bare minimum, bro.
I'm in the minority here.
No. Listen, I'm not gonna allow this poet, because he's a poet, isn't it? Like he speaks lovely, he speaks with an accent, like he kind of twangs you with a.
You said you con me, yeah? You con me. You got me in the headlock.
Bro, I'm not gonna call him a con man, but like he speaks, he's very eloquent. He speaks very well, and it's honest, isn't it? Like he wears his heart on his sleeve, but we're not as bad as 15th. 100%. We're not the 15th worst. We're not the 15th worst. We're not the 15th worst team. So when people say, "Oh, we're going to finish 10th or 8th," bro, with the score that we have, that was probably the lowest. We should have finished anyway, like 10th or something. Like, so for us to finish 15th, and then for people to say, we might finish 9th this season because of where we finished last season, it was never that bad anyway.
But this is the thing, right? And Adam, I'm not saying that Bournemouth or Villa should finish in front of us. My comeback to it, and Ant obviously watched it because he must have obviously enjoyed it in that, is the fact of this, right? So I'm saying to you, man, 4 positions are gone, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea. Just lock that away. So when we say top 6 minimum, which you two and Saeed are saying, there's in competing with us, I think we should on paper now finish above Brighton. We should finish above Bournemouth, Brentford. That's what I'm saying. Fulham, we should finish above them. So we've got Tottenham, Newcastle, and Villa. That's what I think. Yes, you got 4th, and then after that, 5th and 6th. So that means we've got to finish above Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham. Have to. I think one of them definitely finishes above us. 100%.
Sorry to interrupt you. Where did Forest finish last season? Not this season, but the season before that.
Probably like 14th.
17th, bro. 17th.
Yeah, but what are you saying? The jump that can be made is.
Bro, it can be made, bro.
No, it can. It can be made, but.
I know. You're not expecting it, but what I'm saying is that, like.
I think top 6 is a good season. I'm like top 6 is good.
But I feel like see us, like, well, not us, but I feel like Amram's come in and he's just sort of like lowered the standard because he hasn't done his job well enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like, we can't, bro. Like, if you spend 200 million, I get like there's issues in the team, whatever. You can't expect anything other than sort of Europe. You can't.
To be fair, now I'm thinking about it.
I don't see how.
Villa, Tottenham, and Newcastle. Villa haven't spent like Anthony said, so we can finish above them. Newcastle going to lose their main striker and potentially not even get Sesko. Actually, well, if Sesko don't go to Newcastle, do they keep Isak? We don't know. But then you look at Tottenham. Who Kudus?
But Ty, Tottenham finished below us, didn't they, in the league? And you're above us, and they've got Champions League football, and they've got Thomas Frank, a new manager. So we've got no excuses. We should be finishing above Tottenham.
Sorry, it makes no sense, bro. And the one thing is, it's like we didn't win back-to-back league games the whole last season, bro. You've got one game a week.
Who's Spurs ball? Just Kudos, isn't it?
That's what I'm thinking.
I think Kudos.
And they got Kevin Danso on a perm.
Yeah.
And Maddison could be out for the season,
bro. Like,
you know what? Yeah,
I'm not allowing this.
Top 6 is doable, you know.
No, I'm not going to allow this guy to come and just spin doctor his way through this and make us feel like what we should be happy to finish like 7th or something.
No, I'm not saying happy. I just think like Rio, because Rio chatted about it with Joe in it and said top 8 realistic, and I was agreeing with that. I did agree with that.
Happy is the wrong word, but like be content with finishing 7th and then thinking, oh, like in his final season, he might be able to do. Bro, you signed a 3-year deal, yeah. If you signed a 3-year deal, like bare minimum, like obviously like you come in quite early when things were shit, but it's like you don't have the grace for you to just build and build and build, bro. You have to like hit the full running, because in this day and age, managers probably get 2 years max before the Wolves start circling. Like the way we finished last season, the guy has no grace, bro. He's got no grace.
I hear it. This is what I'm saying. This is why the Arsenal game's so big. For us as fans, mentally the team, physically, the coach and the board. Like if we lose the Arsenal game and then we go to Fulham 4:30 kickoff the week after and lose that, then all of a sudden we've got Burnley at home 3:00. It's becoming messy. Like everyone's onto him from the first game. There's no respite. You're right.
That's what I'm
you're a dad, you're a father. You've got the kids every weekend. You've got to have.
Bro, literally, that's what I was just like. All right, cool. Like we're gonna lose it every single week, but the moment we go into the season, like new season, and there isn't any sign of progression, bro.
I think preseason has been a little bit better.
No, but I'm just saying in general. But I'm saying like if there's like no sign of progression, like forget preseason, going into like where it counts. Yeah, Radcliffe is sharpening that knife, bro. Like he's sharpening that knife because you've got no credit in the bank.
Well, you think he's got first 8 to 10 games?
He's got 10 games, I think.
He's got 10 games. And I joked about it earlier today. I said at least the next manager coming has got a better set of players, because like we're not as bad as people like he's made out. Like it's up to him to do his job, bro. That's why he gets paid 20 million a year or whatever it is. Like, so I'm saying, and that's why he's highly rated, bro. Like he's highly rated because he's meant to be the next one up. Like
kind of converted a little bit now into this top 6 team.
No, it has to be, bro.
I feel like, do you know what it is? I don't feel like, because I get Saeed quite heated sometimes. I know he starts getting emotional thinking. Yeah, big up Saeed, though. I love him. But I feel like, because you two, like, you've come with the calm, calculated approach. I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, do you know what? You lot might be right. We've only got to finish. Like Newcastle, Villa, Tottenham, Newcastle haven't spent really a Langer. We've had a Langer. We know what it's about. Yeah.
We signed Mbeumo. They signed a Langer.
And the one game a week is mad, because the biggest thing that we struggled on was the intensity and the endurance last year. And we do look fitter at the moment. And we should get only fitter as the games go on. So
and another thing, Ty, remember Newcastle wanted Mbeumo and they got Elanga instead. He came to us instead. And Tottenham wanted Mbeumo as well, probably. And they had to get Kudos. So, like, we're getting players above them. Even Sesko, if he comes to us rather than Newcastle, shows that we're taking away some of that.
Well, see people like Jason Wilcox and all these other guys, bro. Like, they've been entrusted with transforming Man United. It's not only Aaron's job on the line as well, bro. If this goes wrong, like Ratcliffe is looking at Jason Wilcox like, are you sure, bro? Like, I've given you the keys to bringing Dan Ashworth or whoever it was, or Dean Ash. Is it Dan Ashworth?
Dan Ashworth, yeah.
Dan Ashworth. We've got him out of the way because it hasn't worked out. So, and we're giving you more power. Dan Ashworth supposedly wanted a different manager. You've told me you want this guy, and like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've got rid of like Eric Ten Hag on like your say so or whatever. We've entrusted you with all this power. Like it's not only Amarin's job on the line. Like if this goes wrong, Ratcliffe's looking at Wilcox like, bro, you might not even have a future. You might be 0 from 2 at Man United in terms of this new project. You might be 0 from 2, bro. Like it's not only Amarin's job on the line, bro. So
what do you think the board? What do you think the board's expectations are for? Because
I was just about to say, like, there's no way Jason Wilcox is sitting in the office and yeah, you're like, I'll finish 8th. He's got a job to do himself, bro. Like,
yeah, you think they're saying like we need Europe,
bro?
Whatever it is, we need
he's
Europe.
in task of he's been in task with transforming Manchester United into a footballing powerhouse again. Like we don't have the 5 or 6 years to. Do you know, like teams like Newcastle have 5 or 6 years because like their trajectory is
and the expectation is not
bro. Like if Wilcox gets this wrong, and this is going to be his first major gig in terms of like
being the main man.
Bro, he's out of here, bro. Like it's okay being in the shadows at Man City and like
Southampton and that,
delivering kids that go on and like you take the plaudits behind the scenes, but when you're when your head's like on like sort of like out here to be seen, bro, you need to deliver, otherwise you're getting cooked.
It's true.
So interesting, man. Anything else you want to add on that one?
Have you turned then, Ty?
It's not that I've turned, but I believe in what your philosophy behind it is. Like, do you know what I mean? Look, I'm going around the house a little bit, but I see why you're saying it, because top 4, I'm looking at, like we said, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea. Let's just lock them away. On paper, it should be them 4, especially after them winning the Club World Cup. And then it is one of Newcastle, Villa, Tottenham. Are you in agreement that I think the rest of the teams I've left out, the Forests, the Brentford, the Fulhams, we should be finishing above them? You guys agree with that, yeah?
Yeah.
So even with a bad squad, we should be finishing ahead of them.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, we should.
And also, that top 4, there's always a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, like Chelsea, fatigue, retire. Liverpool, there is a bunch of unknowns of Jota, unfortunately, obviously passing of Jota. Diaz leaving. I think they need to replace that. They haven't got a natural winger in there. Cody Gakpo and Salah, they're more inside forwards. Like, you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, they've got Van Dijk still at the back. I get it. But
remember
Arsenal,
Chelsea City had the Club World Cup?
Chelsea City had the Club World Cup. Arsenal, the pressure's on them to deliver. Arsenal, the pressure's on them.
Chelsea summer's weird because they still need a goalkeeper. like they still need a top class goalkeeper. They still need a top class centre back. In terms of strikers, like yes, we know we got Delap and Pedro, but like he's not like an out and out 9, is he? Like
he's not. Yeah.
And then obviously like they sound like a lot of like project players that. Not obviously I know we.
Yeah, but I hear like Stavio coming in.
Gibbons. Yeah, like but it's like even like there's question marks for what in terms of what's his name. The coach,
Maresca.
There's even question marks about in his ability to deliver as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I know like stockpiling like with Holly, but like they need to deliver as well. So yeah, man. Like I think
it's
Liverpool are set.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna carry on actually. No, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, Mark.
City's summer hasn't been amazing just because of like the work they did in January, but like they signed Reinders and then they kind of just went quiet for a bit, innit? Turkey as well. But like they've been like they haven't. I don't know. Like you still look at City and feel like they need some centre backs. They probably need to.
Vardy and Diaz though, the partnership together. I think this first year. This is the first year they're finally going to play together properly. Vardy and Diaz. I think they're going to be solid.
That's strong. Yeah.
Oh, so they've got Aït-Nouri as well.
They've got Aït-Nouri, so I feel like Vardy and Diaz. Yeah.
Even then, it's like, do you feel comfortable with him as your left back rather than like playing him wing back? I know like City are gonna have a lot of the ball, but there's gonna be times
I would say I think we're doing. I think we're nitpicking too much if we start questioning.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like they haven't gone like super upgraded. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like
there's not a lot of better ones out there.
I feel like
available.
No, you're right, but I just feel like City kind of like we saw cracks like last season or like in the last few months, right? And I don't feel like they've just addressed them by bringing in like players that completely like paper over the cracks. You know what I'm saying? Like Chelsea,
They haven't got a right back here, have they?
No.
That's
and if I was them, like I hope they're not watching this, but I thought they would have gone for someone maybe like Vanderson from Monaco, but they haven't like an up and down. Obviously, I was thinking someone you're replacing Walker who's up and down, so you kind of go like for like who was effective there, but they haven't.
They were
I kind of look at it now.
Livermento,
Say again.
Livermento, they were linked with him.
Yeah, but I think it's too late now, and they're not going to lose Isaac and him. No way, not now. Not now. Do you like? I'll be honest with you. I kind of look at it with the league, and I was saying to my boy the other day, like when we said, I feel with me, you, and Rom's talking about it. We said about who's favourites for the league. It's open. Like I don't actually feel like there is really nailed on favourites right now because of Liverpool signing a few like good attackers. Wirtz, you expect big things, but you don't know. Ekitike, you still don't know. Isaac, where's he going to end up? City, like Mark said, they have rebuilded and got players in the squad. Haaland's now back. Rodri's like a new signing, but then Arsenal. They've gone out there and they're literally one player away. They get a Rodrigo or Eze on that left wing, and I feel like they've got every single tool in their car. If you break down, you're fixing the tire, whatever it is, they can do whatever. So like, it's like teams are like one away or this away, and it's tight. The favourites.
I'll say Liverpool are probably favourites there, but like, all it is, seeing football, all it is just just doing your own job, like. I know hypothetically, like most likely not gonna happen, yeah. But if we jump out of the gate 3 out of 3 or whatever, 4 out of 4, yeah, like we suddenly go from like finish like I don't know, people talking about us finishing the night to be like, hold on, like there might be enough like a chance that like if they carry this on, they might be in a conversation. Does that make sense? Like all you got to do is like put like
how many teams won 5 games in a row last season? Not many. There weren't many teams that went on runs. I remember someone putting a tweet out about it. Like normally, if you win 7 in a row, like City would normally do, or Arsenal, you're back up there, whatever. Teams were not. No one was really going on runs last year.
Probably just Arsenal.
Yeah.
They'd be the only one.
Yeah, like teams, and if Man United with their 1 game week can go on a run, it's important for us to start strong because the fixtures we've got. Obviously, City, Arsenal, and Chelsea in the first 3. You know, Burnley, Sunderland, I think's among that, and there's someone else. But like Anthony said, it might be a 10-game shootout. So we're gonna have to see, man. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap it up there because what I'll probably want to do is one more show before the season actually starts. Get Biz on as well, and then we can just do like a United show, and then obviously whatever before the season starts properly. But yeah, that's been good, man. I've enjoyed that. It's been an hour really already. Guys in the chat, make sure you have got your likes in. Make sure you do subscribe if you're new as well. I don't know if any of you that have never been to here before, but I hope if you have the first time, enjoyed it. Big up Anthony for coming on as well. I didn't obviously say Anthony does obviously Daily Mail sports editor as well. So when you were saying earlier, I spoke to a few journalists. I was thinking some people are watching thinking, who is this guy? Probably I didn't even he's just popping out like speaking so yeah, obviously he does journalism stuff as well. So big up Anthony, always great with the stories and stuff. And obviously my right hand man Safo as well. Bless up for coming through. But yeah, great chat. Big up Zeeks, big up everyone in chat. Adam, everyone, I see you guys. Comment, like, all of that. And then I'll be back with some more videos this week. And then I'll be back with a live, maybe on Thursday, with Roms, who's a Liverpool fan. And then I'll be doing a United show with these guys and building up to next season as well next week. But yeah, Anthony, Mark, bless up for coming on. I appreciate it. And
always,
as always, man. And bless up. We'll see you on the other side, people.